There is drama in Chi-Town, with Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter at the forefront. Why is everyone so obsessed with Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift? We have all the bad blood right here. See what I did there? It's a song by tape, though. Did you honestly think there would be anyone else? The two made some intriguingly timed, cryptic statements on social media that, although not meant at one another, gave the impression that they were. They will never acknowledge this, but WNBA fans quickly pieced it together, and if you follow the script, it's amazing that in addition to making the Chicago sky appear like a train wreck, this drama also resulted in one of the largest burns against Angel Reese. I've never seen a tactical nuke with laser precision. In fact, if the entire story of the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese rivalry wasn't already hilarious, this was the final nail in the coffin. I'm going to discuss who said what, who started the drama, and what it means for Angel Kennedy in the sky. Spoiler alert, it's not good. Or, at least it wasn't in 2024. Prepare yourself for some low blows, but first subscribe if you believe Angel started it. If you believe Kennedy did, here's some background information before I get into the specifics. You're the team star player, leading the charge with an amazing 17.5 points per game.
This is a veteran team sending a message.
Carter drills and knocks it down. A little shoulder shake and a +1 coming.
Gets to her spot. She loves that free throw line area, the key area.
You're feeling pretty good about your future, right? Well, not if you're Kennedy Carter in a move that left a lot of fans scratching their heads. The Chicago Sky decided to part ways with their top scorer. Not even offering her a qualifying contract sounds crazy, right? And it is under normal circumstances. But it goes without saying that Kennedy's journey in the WNBA has been turbulent, like flying through an F5 turbulent after a suspension with the Atlanta Dream in 2021 for conduct detrimental to the team. She was traded to the Los Angeles Sparks. Her performance dipped, averaging only 8.9 points in 24 games. The Sparks eventually released her. Then she didn't play in the WNBA for a year. Some time away apparently did her some good, or it was enough time for people to forget the past, and the Chicago Sky signed her for the 2024 season. Her 17.5 points per game with the Sky put her in the top 15 scorers in the WNBA last season, on par with stars like Kelsey Plum and Brittany Griner, especially when you consider she played fewer average minutes.
Here for Washington, Carter quickly down the floor, lays it up and in, count the bucket. She's going to get one more at the line.
Well, now you can see what Chicago...
Kennedy, however, wasn't finished. She competed for the Wuhan Women's Basketball Club in China during the off-season and dominated, averaging an incredible 30 points or more every game. And to top it all off, her Chinese team recognized her optimistic outlook by awarding her the 2024 Outstanding Contribution Award. Yes, this left fans perplexed, and it does sound like the kind of made-up prize you would give your 5-year-old for performing all of your chores for the entire week. Kennedy, but it was good pee, and seemed to show that she was headed in the right direction with her China award in hand and her demonstrated scoring ability. It seemed clear that she would be fired by the Sky, but apparently not. The million-dollar question is what went wrong in Chicago, and the team's management is keeping their mouths shut tighter than a pickle jar, but their actions speak louder than words. Jeff Pagoa in the Sky GM made a well-crafted remark. Kennedy had a fantastic season with us the previous season, but we wanted to give her the best chance as a free agency because we've changed our roster and personnel, which will affect how well Kennedy fits on the team. However, it's evident from reading between the lines that Carter's on-court brilliance didn't outweigh whatever was happening behind the scenes. You don't just fire a top producer, you could have hired for a song unless the baggage they carry is too heavy, which raises the question of how bad things were in the Sky locker room. If these tweets are as bad as many fans believe they are, we only received a courtside seat to the show a few hours after Carter's departure. Angel Reese made a mysterious social media post. What is understood doesn't require clarification. Since fans were already talking about Kennedy being fired, Reese's cryptic post on X left both fans and analysts perplexed. Was it a direct jab at Kennedy, or just a thought-provoking post about something completely unrelated to her teammate being let go? It was like dropping a match in a powder keg of speculation. If you know Angel Reese, You know she's no stranger to controversy, especially when it comes to social media.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Recall the well-known hand-wagging episode from the 2023 National Championship game, where she essentially initiated the rivalry, which is currently on life support following what I'm about to reveal. Yes, it felt uncannily similar. Reese is known for creating a stir, and this enigmatic statement was no different. Angel Post's timing was simply too ideal to be a coincidence. Come on. Just hours after Kennedy left, her history of divisive social media posts only served to stoke the flames. She has established a reputation for speaking her views, even if it upsets some people.
What's one piece of advice you wish you had received when you were starting your career?
I'd rather be rich than famous.
Indeed, she has even been characterized as a villain in women's basketball by some media narratives.
I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history,
In the world of professional sports, sometimes the most devastating blows are delivered not on the court, but through the subtle art of social media. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but one thing is certain. Reese knows how to get people talking, including Kennedy, so get ready, because this is where things get spicy. Warfare. A few hours after Angel Reese sent her cryptic message, Kennedy Carter posted on X. Her response was so unexpectedly accurate and cutting that it left the basketball world reeling. I believe that being able to make layups consistently elevates anyone to a new level, making it crucial to score points quickly. Carter's seemingly innocuous remark regarding basketball basics had more impact than anyone had anticipated. To the casual observer, it could have appeared to be a harmless remark, but to those in the know, it appeared to be a surgical strike that targeted Angel Reese's greatest vulnerability.
Play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7 straight shots off all screen. So she's not getting any easy look. Reese, short. Trust. Allen just blew by Burke. They couldn't get the floater to go. Angel Reese.
Then, a graphic displaying layup field goal percentages was responded to by another former user. Kennedy was one of the greatest, and you guessed it, Angel Reese was the worst. Just take a look at how many efforts she made, which, incidentally, makes you consider her offensive rebounds. Simply stating that layups are the most fundamental shot in basketball, a professional player's difficulty with them is comparable to a chef burning toast. It's a basic ability that ought to come naturally to them. Fans took Carter's insight as a jab at Angel, but there's more to it than that. It brought to light a serious flaw in Reese's game that had been mostly ignored amid the hype surrounding her double-double records. When Carter realized that Kennedy might have caused a commotion with her posts, she attempted to backtrack, saying, "I just focus on me that was literally about me and how special of a craft it is." Kennedy followed up with this banger in an Instagram story, writing, "Not everyone deserves your loyalty." She may have been talking about the sky, but it sounds like she was referring to someone or some people who perhaps I don't know were the reasons behind her departure from the sky. I really do, but in the era of social media, once you drop a truth bomb like that with perfect timing, there's no turning back the clock. As one astute observer noted, even though this isn't directed at anyone, it appears to be. Until 2025 proves otherwise, we all know who is synonymous with Miss Layups, and that's the reason for all the talk about her rivalry with Caitlin Clark and the media's adoration for her double-doubles. Just take a look at how they lump her records with Caitlin Clark's. Take a look at these data from last season. Angel's field goal percentage of 39.1% was far lower than the league average of about 43%. There are some serious flaws in her game. What's worse? Raised despite these difficulties, Reese managed a respectable 13.6 points per game, but when you look at her overall shooting stats, it's evident that there is room for improvement. Standing tall at 6 feet 3 inches, she only made 42.4% of her layups, which is not only below average, but the worst in the entire WNBA for players her size. The league average for layup conversion is roughly 55%. Her free throw percentage of 73.6% is just marginally higher than the league average, but her three-point shooting percentage is a pitiful 18.8%. I'm not sure whether it's that horrible, but perhaps she could ask him on her podcast. Although she has obviously excelled at grabbing rebounds, does that make a rivalry with Caitlin Clark during her first campaign justified? Caitlin Clark posted astounding statistics. She had a league-high 8.4 assists per game, 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and a similarly remarkable shooting percentage of 41.4% from the field and 32.9% from beyond the arc. These are seasoned veteran stats, not just good numbers. As a first-team player, she set a single-season assist and rookie points record. Not to mention the AP Female Athlete of the Year and Time Athlete of the Year awards, Angel was named All-Star W Rookie of the Year and finished 4th in the MVP voting. The media has made such a big deal out of Caitlin Clark's attention and how it hurts the team, and everyone around her, including her former coach Christy Sides, was trying their best to handle it. Now, I get to use that talking point to explain what started this online exchange. Comparing the two players is like comparing a high school science fair project to Elon catching a rocket falling from space. Both involve science, but the scale and impact are worlds apart. The Chicago Sky locker room apparently reached soap opera levels, making their on-court action appear tame in comparison, according to a report by Annie Costa of the Sun-Times. Former coach Teresa Weatherspoon, instead of being the team's unifying force, became the catalyst for chaos by catering to one or two players. The rumors about Angel are everywhere, especially about a certain teammate who clearly outperformed her but didn't get signed well. One of those athletes was thought to be Angel Reese. This preferential treatment destroyed team dynamics and made the locker room a boiling pot of animosity, not simply small conflicts. Weatherspoon's partiality showed up in a number of ways. It was said that she influenced the team's strategy to boost Angel's stats, which demotivated and undervalued other players. It had a significant effect on the team dynamic, much like attempting to play a symphony with half the orchestra. The players on the court lost respect for the Weatherspoon more quickly than a rookie loses confidence when an all-team's discipline broke down and the cohesiveness vanished as a result of this favoritism. In her farewell interview with her new team, the Connecticut Sun, former Sky player Marina Ma sought to draw attention to a stark contrast between the discipline problems that have plagued the Sky and her admiration for the Sun.
There's a level of discipline and a level of professionality here where, the players just have to worry about playing basketball. A lot of things don't get down to the players, and I think that's really good. I also feel like, obviously the players here are very experienced and they want to keep a good environment and they make sure that they kind of hold people accountable for that.